Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Wah. Hello. Am I live yet? Hello. Oh, I had so much food. Very good food. Now it's time to relax. It's a little loud. Okay. What did I have? I had minced meat fried in a pan with onions and garlic. With a side of noodles. And then I had some chocolate and some gummy worms. I'm making carbonara pasta. Sounds good. Hi, Vex. Hi, Scarlet. What's with the sad loudspeaker face?
Let's go.
What are we doing? Chest in the current. Oh, I just died the last time I tried this, huh? Did I though? I thought I had it. I thought I had it. Let's outward ones first. True. Oh god. Lyrics karaoke? I'm sorry, I don't understand the joke. Fuck. Is that the... No. It's the other one. Oh fuck. I'm thinking too much about Scarlet's dumb messages, almost drowned. There's 3 on the outer ring, and then there's 1 more in the middle, right? And that one's gonna kill me, and then I get to do it all over again. Thanks, Scarlet, that's better. Okay, I have no recollection of how this didn't come to fruition last time, but whatever. Okay.
Here we go.
I have since checked a lot of my consoles for emulator capabilitiness on my PC. So like, I'm able to emulate like Xbox, Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast, GameCube, you know, like all of this shit I can sell. Atari.
Let's go.
Just like I'm looking at this TV to the right of my PC monitor, right? And I could just go like this and switch it over to GameCube, Xbox, Sega Saturn, Dreamcast, whatever, you know. That's what I ultimately want now. Time to sell all my consoles. Also, I'm like super mega broke right now, so that's another reason to sell all of my consoles. I got a new tattoo on Sunday and I had to put it on my tab. Had to have it put on my tab. It's too convenient. No, it's not about it being convenient, it's about there being no goddamn reason to have consoles worth thousands of bucks sitting around to be able to play these games that you can play just fine in an emulator. It's not about convenience, it's about the luxury, the unnecessary luxury. Like, what's the fucking point? Practicality? No! You're not getting it. I mean, even if you notice a little bit of a difference, is that so much of a problem? Will you conserve to consoles that don't have good emulators? Which ones would that be? The original Xbox? Shows how much you know. Bro. Like... See how quickly that happened? Like, this is not a video on YouTube or some shit. This is an Xbox running. Like, right here. There is just no point. There is just no point to have actual consoles. What's the fucking point? Even like in some N64 games I can notice like I can see seams in some textures that maybe I couldn't see on the actual console. But you know, there might also be like a speck of dust trapped under the protective glass screen of my 3DS, and I can either like jump through a million hoops to have that speck of dust removed, or I can just kinda not pay attention to it and it'll be fine. Like, don't obsess over shit. X6 box? Retro PC emulator? Yeah, that's probably also not really a reason for me to have all of those retro PCs, if I'm quite honest. I I mean, at the end of the day, I just enjoy tinkering with this stuff, but these consoles, like, if they break, I cannot repair them. I don't know shit about soldering and whatever. So the PC thing is different for me than the console thing. I wouldn't want to sell my PCs, that's a different thing. It's cause like on PC, you never know what the fuck you're gonna get. On consoles, everything's like ready-made, you know? There's always just like a file or a CD that you'd either put into your console or your emulator. And it's gonna be the exact same experience. No, I don't want to do this. I want to jump the poles. Also, I've just finished watching part 91 out of 114 of the Drachenlord documentary. I have downloaded and sorted and categorized basically all of the Let's Plays that are still available of him online. So I'm soon to be done with that hyperfocus, I guess. Don't say I'm watching those. No, it's kind of weirdly fine. I don't know. I'm like super not affected emotionally. Weirdly. There's something so wholesome about what? Nah, finally. Okay. The motivation for watching this stuff isn't hate, basically. Yeah, no, it's not. I specifically only watch the videos that aren't like commentated by haters or like reactions by haters because I hate the haters more than I hate the guy. So they make me angry. I cannot watch a fully commentated Drachenlord thing commentated by a hater because that would make me angry. But the documentary I'm watching is like super mega neutral. So that's completely fine for me to watch. Leeches? They're more than leeches. No, there's something different than leeches. I don't agree with that assessment. That's what a documentary should be like. Yeah, it's made exactly like the Christian documentary that exists. That also has 1 trillion parts. Exact same style. And it works so well. All of the parts also have like 200,000 views and stuff. Like, this shit is good. I'm not the only one that thinks that. Oh, that was dangerous. Okay, do we just go back? Huh? This isn't so hard. Blue button? Hmm? Imagine someone finding a person in any other field of work or entertainment treatment like that? I don't understand. Blah! Oh! Oh, the last one is all the way over there. Oh, shit. People who bother lol cows, I mean. Yeah, but why you say any other field of work or entertainment? I don't get that at all. How are lol cows like exclusive to what? I don't know. What does that take? What is that thing you're pointing out specifically? I don't understand. I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Like, the two things that I have imagined, like, that my own part could have been on this whole Drachenlord thing, there's two things. Because there's always these people showing up at his door and bothering him, right? And the two things that I could have imagined myself, like the position of myself being in that, is either me also showing up there and somehow being there and like just fucking hugging the guy. Just hugging the guy. But that wouldn't work because he would think I would attack him and shit, and he would be like, you know, oh no, fuck, get off of me or whatever, you know? But that would be my one thing that I would do to him. Just fucking hug him. The other thing would be to like have a covered face or whatever, and once like a hater gets real disgusting, just fucking like sucker punch him. I don't know. Why am I even saying this? Yeah, as I was watching some of the videos, that's what I was imagining. The second one, yeah. I thought like, just like kinda sitting there somewhere with a like covered face in black or whatever, black cloth, hood and stuff, right? And the haters would automatically assume I'm just a hater that's like hanging out there, right? Maybe a kind of weird hater, but just a hater. And then as there would be an escalation, I would be behind the haters. And I could just at any point approach them and they would think I would back them up, right? Because nobody ever stood on the side of Drachenlord, basically. And then I could just proceed to not back them up, but like, yeah, sucker punch them. Oh, Vex. If people find time to go to Renaissance fairs and shit, then people can find time to go to Drachenlord. Right? Like basically every person that ever has been to a Renaissance fair could have also had time to visit Drachenlord instead. My revengeance. The problem is, I just hate the haters more than I hate Drachenlord. That doesn't mean I like Drachenlord either. Right? I think they're both fucking awful. Same as with the whole Christian thing. Like, I hate both sides. They both suck. I just think the haters suck more. And the haters get not enough shit for how much they suck. Right? The lolcow always gets enough shit for how much they suck, but the haters don't. There needs to be like a hater kinda group of people that hate on the haters, so that it's all fair. The haters get the hate, the lolcow gets their hate, everybody gets hate. Haterception. Yeah, then there needs to be like haters, I guess. The fuck am I doing? Through the jet stream. Where's the jet stream? And what's this? Sure. Okay. I don't know about German Dragonlord, but Christian is just like a severely mentally deficient person who has been worsened by society, in particular some of those aforementioned yeah, I know. That's how lolcows work, so... What is that supposed to say, Scarlet? I think everybody knows that, too. I can still fucking hate the person. Despite what you just said, right? That doesn't make them any less, like, fucking annoying, right? Do I hate someone for that though? Shut the fuck up, Scarlet. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm doing backwards long jumps. How does that work again? Maybe it's not steep enough. Okay. Yeah, I'm not your friend. I'm not here to be liked by you. Whatever thoughts, opinions, and feelings you have, I probably don't share them. Just like, don't consider me a person that you necessarily have to understand or agree with or anything. And I also don't feel like explaining whatever I feel like to you ever. Okay? I swear this is how that worked. You could just kind of grab that ledge. Aha! Do I really want to still play this video game? Is the question though. Or like, do I want to stream in the first place? I'm not sure if I feel like... It appears that... Maybe fuck this, you know? Maybe fuck this entire thing again. Not sure, but maybe fuck this. What the fuck is with my sideways jump? What is with that? What's with all my jumps? Help, why is there so many of these? Jesus. I'll go back through this pipe. I don't like this. Bye. Jesus. Oh, fuck you. Okay. There have been a lot of things that I kinda... I don't know, I'm having a lot of thoughts. I have been having a kind of, not even thoughts, I would call them like thought feelings. I didn't really think about anything, I just had like feelings about thoughts. Yeah. And it's like stuff like I would have to try and verbalize it for the first time now, because it's just like feelings about thoughts in my head. I haven't really like I know kind of what feelings I'm talking about and what thoughts I'm talking about, but if I would want to verbalize it, I would have to do it first now, before I could like actually tell you what the fuck I'm even talking about. It's stuff like talk! No! Like how I'm live right now, right? There's people watching this, watching me talk, and so on, like always. I can make the call to try, and I've talked about this in the past, I can make the call to try and make sure I am understood by the people that are watching this, right? That whatever I say gets understood, and then I explain myself so that everybody's like, yeah, what Pixie just said makes sense now. I understand it, and I guess I kind of agree. That's one thing I can do, right? Another thing I can do is to just not. Right? I can just be like, oh, you think that? Okay. oh, you don't think what I think? Okay. Like, I literally don't have to explain myself. And, like, the world will not end. That's what I decided to do. And that's one of those thought feelings I had recently that if I wanted to stream again, like, I just wouldn't fucking give a goddamn shit about if any of you thinks anything that I think or doesn't or whatever the fuck. You know, because that's like the big problem with Wanda all of the time. Like, Wanda thinks a thing and I don't think that thing, and then Wanda wants to argue about that thing and I don't want to argue about that thing because I don't have the time to give a shit. I feel like explaining yourself, you don't. Simple as that. Well, what if I tell a person that has been in this chat for over a year, almost every day, to go fuck themselves, and I don't explain that, right? That's not gonna go over well, right? Depending on what it is that I'm saying, you will think that I should probably, yes, explain myself or not. And, yeah. I wouldn't ever want to argue with you. Aya. Poor Clumsy. What's up, Scotch? I stream my rules. Tell that to Drachenlord, right? That's like his credo. My stream, my rules. I just do what I want, and then the entire fucking world hates him. Right? That's kind of the situation I'm trying to avoid, while still, like, not being like, oh, yeah, sorry, aha, heh. You know, like, not be a fucking hypocrite like that. What if that past stuff anyway? What kind of fucking past stuff are you talking about? It's actually kind of exactly like Drachenlord says, and that's the thing that a million people have said a million times, like, I'm streaming, right? You can literally not stop me. And if I'm ever saying anything that you don't like and I'm not willing to explain myself and you can't deal with that, then you can just turn off the stream. I think you can still go by your rules, and a rule being not being an asshole. Why would I have a rule for myself not to be an asshole? Is that what you're saying? How would that work? That can't be what you're saying, can it? It's just a star here.
Here we go!
That's what you meant? Who would ever have a rule for themselves not to be an asshole? What? That doesn't make any sense. A person that isn't an asshole wouldn't need that rule anyway, and a person who is an asshole would never have that rule. You idiot! Can you logic at all? Huh? Doesn't make any fucking sense, Clumsy. I didn't know that worked that way. I think it's illogic being an asshole as a child. Wow, I don't know if I've been away from streaming for too long, but like most of what all of you say today doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. Like, not even in a way that I'm like, oh yeah, I understand what you mean, but I think it's bullshit. Like, no, I read the sentence and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't, that's like, it's like you're saying 3 + 3 is 5. Literally, as I'm reading this. It just looks like a wrong equation that is just literally wrong. It doesn't make sense that way. To me. That's so odd. I'm not even trying to say you're wrong. Just like for me, that reads as wrong. Weird. Let's agree to disagree. I never agree to disagree. Because that just means, yeah, let's keep being friends while still, like, having this unresolved discussion at the same time. That's fun. Well, that sounds like having fun. Kind of sounds like our relationship just got a little bit worse, and we'll just accept that now. I fucking hate all of you. Some days are just worse than others. Yeah, for you, right? Like, I'm good. My day is great. Been having a fucking amazing, great, fun, enjoyable, relaxing day. Why are you saying that some days are worse than others? Whose day is worse? Making assumptions about my day, or are you talking about your day? Or somebody else's day entirely? That's what I thought. Some days we are just worse than others? Who's we? Who are you talking for? The chat? So now it's the chat's fault? And what even? Like, what are you even talking about? What am I even doing? Pluck the piranha flower. What does that mean? This? Apparently not. It's a secret thing. Nice. Fuck.
Mamma mia! Let's go!
Oh. Where did that cannonball come from? Kinda scary to me to think about how much I've been streaming last year. Like to let like random strangers from the internet spend such an improportional amount of time talking to me, as opposed to like, spending so much time doing that, as opposed to people in your like vicinity and stuff. Like none of you have been officially vetted by like my eyes, my ears, my nose, my skin, right? That's one of those scary parts. I have never ever sensed you. And therefore, I don't know if any of you are safe. Which is fucking bad news. I think I'm breaking up with chat today. Like there's this one time where Gig said that he, I assume, was gonna be at the same convention that I was going to. And I was just thinking to myself, oh my fucking god, you better not fucking like approach me. God damn it. I don't know who the fuck you are. Leave me alone. Scary, man. So I got 4. This one, this one, this one, and this one, I guess. Yeah, shit, gotta find one more. Holy crap. What do you mean, holy crap? What about that was holy crap? My paranoia or the terribility of the situation? Could you understand? Or were you like, what? Freaking weirdo pixie. What's your problem? Get it out true for actually not a YouTube viewer. It's something else with basically you exclusively, Vex, because you're the only person that I invited here. You're effectively the only person that I wouldn't mind meeting in real life, even though it would still be kind of cringe, but paranoia, more like psycho. What, me? For not being particularly hyped about a random person that I've never seen in my entire life to like know where I will be at a certain point in time, and that they will also be at that place, and that they could like spot me and want to talk to me. Felt creepy hearing that. What? The fuck?
Mamma mia!
What about that is creepy? Your smell or sight, or the sight of you, or the hearing you, or anything, like the way you hug or shake hands or anything like that, could give me the fucking creeps, and I would be out of there. But because you're only text on my screen, I don't get any of that. Your mannerisms look off. Leave me alone. Yeah. Yes. In fact, Of course! What? Yes! If a person creeps me out, that's because, to me, they are creepy. And that means that I don't want to have any contact with them. And for me, that's a very good thing. To not have that, to be able to make that call before having to have any more contact with them. Over the internet, it can happen that a person forms a fucking thick attachment to me that if I would have ever seen them in real life, I would immediately have been like, oh no, fuck, you're creepy, goodbye. Never talk to me again. Thanks. Right? So, that's what I'm talking about with the sensing shit. Like, that's a safeguard for me that I don't have over the internet. Huh? Like, I trust my senses. If they tell me, like, beware, I beware. Just keep it up, nobody will approach you for sure, the way you said you better not approach me. But it could even be like Gig didn't even hear that, and Gig like was the person that was at some convention, so they might be at another convention where I'm at, and they might, you know, just think nothing of it and be like, "Hi!" And I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" "I'm Gig from chat." And I'm like, "Oh wow, hello. I have no idea who you are. Maybe I think you're fucking annoying, and now I have to like tell you in a nice way that I never want to have any contact with you." You know how fucking awkward that shit would be for me? You don't get it? What? How can you not get that? Huh? Awkward for me, worse for Gig? But did I ever give Gig the impression that I would really like to... Okay, I think I'm talking with the wrong crowd about this. I think a person that is, like, not part of my YouTube chat would probably be like, yeah, I get you. That's totally fair. But you're, like, all on the other side of this. So you're, like all, like, butthurt or sad or anything about it. Is that it? Plenty of gaming folk ended up meeting up all the time. But this is a streamer chat relationship. We're not gaming together. We're not in a Discord call together. You're not my friends. You're not my friends. You're just watching my streams. We're not friends. We're not friends. What is with your name? What? I use it to refer to you. I understand the general not wanting to be approached thing. But I do want to be approached by some people, right? There could be some people in chat or wherever where I'm like, oh yeah, you're cool. Sure, let's do something together, whatever. And there can be some where I'm like, no. No, you're weird. I don't like you. Right? I don't just like everybody. What? Huh? I like almost nobody. I don't understand judging people based on faulty logic and cave woman bullshit. Excuse me? What are you talking about? What is that? Faulty logic and cave woman bullshit? Huh? The fuck are you saying? See you later, maybe. Oh my god, how many hearts have I just broken? What is happening? Anga Banga, wrong perfume, you're evil. Okay, Scarlet, you can leave. Now, for an awkward segue, where is the fifth secret? Maybe it's on this platform, as long as I'm... No. I can get big and go up to the... Is that... There's another pipe. Which ones did I get? What do you mean? Which secrets? I don't know how to tell you. I don't know what they're called or anything. But I guess I'm just gonna go to the top of the mountain, because there's a hole inside it now. When did I realize all this? Oh my god, I'm making so many realizations right now, it's insane. About how I fucked up this whole YouTube thing from the beginning. Finally, I understand how it works. Okay, now I gotta kill this Wiggler and then I gotta do the secrets all over again, I guess. Does that work again? Oh, that is fucking rude. Kicks for shot. Oh, that's cute. The new magic set is also out. Just kind of came out just now, and I'm here playing Mario. Plug the piranha flower. What does that mean? Now there's a piranha flower here, but maybe I need to fight them while they're big. That's gotta be it. It's like a boss fight. What the? Jesus.
Here we go!
Thinking. Oh, sure. Fuck, I don't give a shit about this. Damn. This isn't working today. I guess... What? What the hell? I thought this was exactly the mood... What is this? I thought this was exactly the mood I was in today, like to play more Mario 64 blah blah, but it turns out no. Things have changed a lot since last stream. Wahoo! What's up? That's not what I wanna do. Wahoo! Yahoo! That is Koopa the Quick, but I'm too big. Is this exclusive N64? Will there be other N64 games? Like today? I don't know. What do you have in mind? I think I bought a 10-star. I don't even know where to go. I guess the top. Ocarina of Time is like, if you start that, you're in for like, you know, 20 stream kind of serious. And Banjo-Kazooie kind of same. Wait, he's already done? So this wasn't the goal? GoldenEye, Perfect Dark. Never played those games. I have absolutely no desire to do so either. Didn't have those in my childhood, so there's like no nostalgia or anything. Just the wrong route. Yeah, I figured. The fuck do I get back now? Cool Mario fan game? You mean like a ROM hack or what, like a Windows? Oh, canon. Fan-made game? I don't think. There's not a lot of fan games I would want to play. AM2R is like the only one. How so? Usually I don't think the quality is like it's clearly made by like a private individual and not like a company that like, you know, double triple checked for like, you know, it's most of the time not exactly a professional product. Really high quality? Well, I don't know, maybe. What's it called? Also contemplating if I shouldn't just continue reading my book instead of streaming. I could just read a book instead. Any other game streams in the works? No, not really. I'm just kinda... Where the fuck am I? Okay, that is the way. Oh, I see the... Okay, yeah, okay. I'll just redo it. Toadette Strikes Back? Wait, I know about that. And isn't that the sequel to Toad Strikes Back? And is that made by the same person that made... I used to guest on a couple Let's Plays where they did like Mario fan games. But I don't think I want to play. Thanks for the suggestion, and sorry, but... kind of not necessarily what I'm looking for. And I'm not really looking for anything, really. I'm just kind of... I'm just kind of here right now, and I don't know for how long, but maybe not that long, and then I'm gone again. A classic indeed. Fuck. Oh, God.
Mamma mia! Let's go!
I guess I'm like... You're like 10 years too late to suggest me. You're like 15 years too late to suggest me Toadette Strikes Back and stuff. Thanks, Panasonic. What's the reason to play fan games? Like, there's hardly a Mario game I've finished. You know? Like, why should I start playing fan games if I haven't even finished the originals? I'm not saying the fan games don't hold up. I'm like, they're probably not as good as the original games. The mainline made by a huge company video games. Creative level design and gimmicks. Yeah, but like, how many video games do I need? You know? I'd be surprised. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying it's not like I'm short on video games. Is the thing. You know? The last thing in the world I need is more video games. For real. There's nothing I have more of than video games. And I've finished none of them. You're broke, so you can't relate. Have you ever tried pirating? I'm also broke. Fair enough. Yeah, who pays for Super Mario 64 in 2026? Of course I have, because I would never commit a crime, but come on.
Here we go!
Oh, fuck. I shouldn't stream. I'm too grumpy of a person. Played the PC recomp. I hardly know or care what that is. Like, why does everybody have to do so many fucking things to everything all the goddamn time? Why is there a PC recomp of Super Mario 64? Why can we not just play the fucking ROM file that everybody had for the past 20 years? What's the problem? Why does everything has to... I just said that. They recompiled the game to make it run better and increase render distance for stuff. Why? Why was that necessary? Not to mention better camera. But it's fine. People have gotten 120 stars in this game, right? It's perfectly fine. Because why not? Because chill. Because stop. Because too much. If you can, why not do it? Tell that to the nuclear bomb power button. Like the drop nuclear bomb button. Like if you can press it, why not do it? right? Because I think like the root of all problems of fucking humanity is the fact that we're not fucking stopping to do shit. We're always doing so much goddamn shit all the time. And I'm just like, fucking stop. Recomp is comparable to dropping atom bombs? No, it's the exact same thing. Clearly. My argument is sound. Just think about it some more. It'll make sense to you. I think the most recent fork of the recomp is actually called, like, dropping Atom Bomb Edition. Look it up. That's true. Okay, last secret is... maybe that stupid hole there. It doesn't matter. What about that dumb island? Probably not. Let's go here instead. Play that one recomp that lost for multiplayer. It's pretty fun to play with friends. Who has friends these days? Did you play it online with friends or were you in the same room as friends? That's important to know for me. Online, yeah. See, nobody has actual friends anymore. It's all just like online. They might as well be AI at that point. Parsec? What does that mean? That's a Star Trek word. Am I AI? Look at my fingers. An app that lets people connect to your PC. Stop! Stop doing all of this stuff! Stop! It's too much. You're killing everything. What's wrong with online friends? Everything! Oh my god. Oh my god. It's time for a rant. So. When I was a child, the internet did not exist yet. If we wanted to play video games together, we had to all gather in the same home of one person, and there would either be an Xbox with 4 controller ports, an N64 with 4 controller ports, and then 4 people could play the game at the same time on one screen, right? It was good times and super cool. Before that, we had Super Nintendo, and you could play like 2 at the time, like Street Fighter or shit. Or you could get a multi-tap and play like Bomberman with 4 people or some stuff. I've never had actual friends, always been kinda hated. I got more into online space around 14. It's the only place I could find people who shared my interests. Online friends and friends. Online friends and friends. Online friends and friends. None of you is my friend. I don't know any of you. Wanda, random stranger from fucking America. There's a person from Australia that obviously I only know online. We used to spend a lot of time online, like write with each other. We used to do Let's Plays together and stuff. Record Let's Plays together over the internet. I used to be part of this like big group of Let's Players from America. We would like meet every weekend and like record and stuff, right? We would hang out and stuff. I have contact to none of these people anymore. No one. They're all gone. Because they were never actually my real friends. They're just gone now. I don't know where they are. It sucks. Fuck online friends. I hate that shit. You gotta meet in person, man. If you're just ever, like, if you can make an online friend an actual friend, but until you've met, you're fucking strangers. And it sucks, man. I hate this shit. Okay, rant over. course, I'm not your friend. I'm a streamer. Yeah, I wish everybody would fucking understand that simple truth. My god. Lots of friends I chat with online. I know IRL too. That is just, then you have a cool extra way to interact with your actual friends. I have no problem with that. But people you only ever met online are strangers. They're dangerous. You have no idea. Maybe you're the dangerous one. It's dangerous. And not just dangerous. It's also just fucking weird. And toxic and shit. It sucks. That pipe just made the weirdest ass noise, I felt like. I sound really old when I say that. I'm 37! I'm 37! I'm really old! I am really old! When I grew up, cell phones didn't exist. The internet didn't exist. I would get my video games in a magazine. On a CD. That's it. If I wanted to play a video game with somebody else, I had to find a person and physically go to where they were to play the video game together. I have online friends I know more than actual people I know IRL. No, you don't! You think that you do, but you know what you know about your online friends, only what they tell you. You don't know anything about them that they don't want you to know. Because they can control what you know and see of them and what you don't. Quit being so old. It's true though! Scarlet, do whatever the fuck you want. This is a stream chat. Don't act like this is my DMs or some shit. Do whatever the fuck you want, but be ready to, like, there's a burning bonfire in the middle of this chat, and that's me. And sometimes there's like a little, you know, like a and there's like an ember that lands in your lap, and you're like, oh fuck, shit. That happens at this bonfire because I cackle, I crackle. But you're not in my DMs. This is just a stream chat. Say whatever the fuck you want in this stream chat. I just happened to read it. I sound really condescending? Oh god, Wanda. No, you're not my friend! Wanda, you're not my friend! Wanda, you're the fucking monkey from the goddamn mushroom level. You liar? No, you're a fucking narcissist stranger from the internet that loves to argue, and it's mega toxic. And you're not my friend. It's not a game. Okay, what am I doing? Wiggler's red coins. It's the lower entrance. Okay, Wanda. We're not friends. I don't have friends that way. Oh, what the fuck. I mean, I wouldn't say I have like 1 billion friends. I have like 3 online friends I've known for over 8 years, and we know basically everything about each other, even where the others live. But you've never ever met in 8 years? Would you be friends with Dobby from Harry Potter if you showed up in your room in the movie? Harry Potter is written by a transphobe, so I don't give a fuck about Harry Potter. It's not feasible for a lot of people to meet. Girl, I'm going to Japan for the 3rd time this year. And I grew up in a little town with fucking nothing. This is getting into very dangerous territory for me, where what I say can be taken a lot of different ways, and not all of them are very positive. But like, I didn't grow up with 5 figures in my bank account, and I've made it somehow to, you know. But what am I even saying? What am I even talking about? I guess that's just the answer to it's not feasible for a lot of people to meet. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Whatever. Yeah, Scarlet fucking join Wanda's Discord. And talk to Wanda on her Discord. How about that? You don't need to involve me in any of this in any way whatsoever. Right? Right! Yes! Join Wanda's Discord! Chill out over there, do your thing! I'm sure your fucking... What's the word? The way you see the world overlaps quite a bit more than like my view of the world and yours. Any of your choices. So just do that. Would you be friends with Maud from Madagascar, or would you kill him brutally if you found him alone in a forest? I know who Maud from Madagascar is. I saw it in cinemas back when it came out, because I was a dumb, shitty little idiot. But I don't know who Maud is. Perspective? I don't know what I was saying anymore, Clumsy, sorry. And what was I doing in this video game, again? I know there's the Wiggler Red Coin thing, but there was another thing I was doing at the same time. I guess. Maybe. I'm not made of money, I'm 21 and broke. That's absolutely fair. And also, yeah, you're like you're a generation younger than me. For you it might be totally okay to have like exclusively online friends. But... And I've also had exclusively online friends. But... It's just not the same. Because you just don't, like... You and your online friends both have people in your lives that are their physically close friends. Like, right? The people that live physically close to them. And those will always overrule you. Simply because they're closer. Right? Like, my girlfriend has this group of people she plays League of Legends with. And a lot of times I will enter the living room and she will be playing League of Legends with them with the headset, and I can just like kind of not interact with her. And sometimes, like, she decides when those people take precedence over me, right? But unless there's ever a meetup, sitting in front of the PC with a headset is the only thing she can ever do with them. And that's kind of fucking gross, in a way. Kind of the same with me. Like, all of you only have contact with me when I decide to sit here and play a fucking video game. And put this camera on. That's gross, in a way. Like, we can never go like, hey, let's meet outside in Berlin at this place and do this and that. Let's go have something to eat. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. No, the only thing we can let's go and do is fucking sit in front of the PC. And that sucks. That's gross. So would I kill the lemur? Is it the one that sings, I like to move it, move it? If so, there's... Yeah, just shoot him in the head. It's by design? What is by design? Is that some Illuminati shit? Like, everybody, you know, like... They want us to not leave the house, sheeple, blah blah, that kind of stuff. Would you kill Baby Yoda? Yes.
Mamma mia!
People didn't buy into it for no reason. Into what? The internet? I mean, I bought into it. I see its benefits. I don't leave my house anymore. I mean, I do, but only to have fun. You know what? There's other types of online friends besides just playing games together, right? We literally can't meet IRL because we live in 3 different... Yeah, but... What do? You cannot do anything else together other than sit in front of your PC, right? I guess you can have like a phone call, but that's kinda it, right?
Mamma mia!
You're pen pals. You're just modern day pen pals. There's a reason why there's a specific term for that, because it's not the same as actually knowing a person that, you know, like in a normal way. You only know them by means of technology. Without that technology, you would literally lose all trace of each other. That's kind of fucked up. You live stream pretty often? Yeah, that's not good. What does that do? Or does that facilitate ever? It's just a waste of time. Or just... Wasting your time is good a lot of times. It's relaxing, it's fun and stuff, but... Wasting your time with somebody like all the way across the other side of the planet is not exactly gonna like hook well into the rest of your life, is what I'm trying to say. So, opinion on people who are obsessed with Marvel and Star Wars? Fuck them. Proudest mostly that my generation in my own country is very self-absorbed and don't interact with people who don't become one with the hive mind. What country would that be? Belgium. You can't put an entire... Like, you live in your own country, right? There are people like you in your country. Otherwise, you wouldn't be living in your country. You are not the only person like this in your entire country.
Mamma mia!
It's the thing that the internet helps with, though. It doesn't help. It just... What the internet does is... It's the same as smoking. Like, your problem is solved for the moment, but just like... Because you don't feel sad anymore. The problem is still there. You're just not sad about it anymore. All those people who are like but spread apart can connect, right? Yeah, but all other people as well. And so you don't only have like the great trans Discord server or whatever, you also have the 10 great Nazi Discord servers. Like, it just makes the problem more complicated. People literally would just avoid me when I still went to school, same for college, and I don't understand why, honestly. They're probably a fucking weirdo, just like I was. I was also avoided. Guess why I'm so into video games and why I stream and shit. Like, I'm a social outcast. But, you know what helps me not be lonely? Not this. Not fucking internet people. But the people I know in real life. The people I spent the weekend with. The people I live with. The people that visit me in my home. Not this shit. forget what I was gonna do. Oh yeah, I wanted to enter the thing in the thing. It's probably nice when you have people who care about you. You have to you know, all the people I'm talking about right now, every single one of those people, I've met in the past 7 years. Right? So if I would be talking to myself at the age that you are now, I would literally not have met any of the people that I'm talking about right now. So no matter what you've tried and stuff, you will only ever, like, you still have 9 years before you have to be like me 7 years ago, you know what I mean? You've been trying for 8 years. You're not 30 yet, so you still have 9 years to go before you're even close to running out of time compared to me. You know what I mean? Like, your situation is anything but dire. You're fine. It wears on you, though? Of course it does. Of course it does. Yes. Ice is also cold and the sun is hot. Like, yeah. Yes. So you were rude earlier? Go fuck yourself. Watch me give a shit. I also don't give a fuck why you were rude. Be rude if you want to be rude. I don't give a fuck. I don't need an explanation. I don't care. Fuck.
Mamma mia!
There's people coming in here sometimes who go like, you will never be a woman. You will never be a woman. Think I want to have an explanation from them? Why they think they need to say that? I don't care why anybody says anything. They will probably have a reason. You know, I also don't care like about the resolution of a plot in a movie. Because I'm just thinking like, yeah, the director probably had some reason to do it this way. It's just some human coming up with something inside of their head. Helps you grow and learn or whatever. Yeah, but what does it do for me though? I also just think you don't understand how different the landscape is nowadays compared to when you were young. I live in the landscape! I live in the same landscape! I'm meeting people now! Right? Like, all of the people I have been dating, I have been in a relationship with, I've met online. But they were all people in my area. They were all hot singles in my area. I'm missing the point? Talking about your generation? I'm dating people from your fucking generation, girl! I live in another country from you? Yeah, but like with a whole like I live in Berlin, right? I'm currently dating a person from America, like who came here a month ago, a person from Latvia who came here like 3 years ago, another person that I don't even fucking know where they come from, but they don't talk in German, you know? Like, it's not like I don't know. I think you're just trying to pretend that, well, your situation is hard and mine is not. So you are right and I am wrong. Kind of what I'm getting at from you. Why am I dating multiple people? Because I'm... What? Because I'm poly. I'm not monogamous. I can love a lot of people at the same time. That's weird. Fuck you! Bitch! Huh? What the fuck? You don't know what poly means? Read up on it. What? You think homosexuals are weird? You think trans people are weird? Oh god, Wanda, what is that book? Leave some for the rest? No. I have no issue with homosexuals or trans people, but you have issues with poly people? Why would I think that? Because you have issues with a person dating multiple people. That's just as queer as being gay or trans. That's odd? But why is that odd? Like, just because I have a partner that I live with doesn't mean that that partner satisfies like every single one of my needs, or has to, or wants to, right? So if I date multiple people, I can make sure that all of my desires are satisfied and I don't have to fucking bother a person that doesn't want to do XYZ to do XYZ with me. I can just go to a different person and be like, hey, I need somebody to do XYZ with me. How about you? I also have another person to do ABC with me though. Just so you're aware. You don't understand this? That's so odd. I just think that's odd that you don't understand this. I mean, you can do what you want, but that's just so odd. Never heard about poly? The fuck? Call it an open relationship if you have to. Oh my god, what is Wanda writing? I don't know. I don't want to read this. We aren't friends? We aren't friends! We aren't fucking friends, Wanda! You started saying this friend thing at some point. I felt like weirdly pressured after you said it a lot. So I started saying it, and then I felt like I could never ever go back again without you being upset about it. So I just kept saying it. But honestly, like, I think you're fucking toxic. And I'm probably toxic, and I don't fucking know what, but I don't want to fucking have an argument. I think you're a narcissist. I think you don't realize it. I don't think you're a mega narcissist, but at least to some degree. Nah. Either way, I suck also, and whatever. I don't know, this all is just annoying and... Words. I just don't understand how you can love more than one person that way. I can love a whole bunch of people in a whole lot of different ways. Like, I have an ex-spouse. I love them still. Even though I was like, yo, we got a divorce and like, not like move out from our shared apartment. And I'm also like, you know, we're not gonna be a thing anymore. But I still love them. And I still show them that I love them by helping them when they need something. And leaving them the fuck alone when they don't need something. I have a person I've been dating for over 2 years that I love in a way that I love. Like, she's much younger than me. And I just want them to be safe. And I often take them out to dinner. Like, I'm their sugar mommy. They even called me that behind my back to somebody else. So I am the sugar mommy to a person and I love them. I just want them to have everything they need and stuff. be safe, etc. I have my partner is older than me. She to me feels like the big sister I never had. I love her. Right? So that's 3 people I love in kind of a romantic sense. All in a different way. And then there's like 3, 4 more people that I date on and off. One of them I love in like the kind of crushing way, where you crush on a person in high school or something. I have that with another person that I date every now and then. There's just all kinds of different love that I entertain, I guess, with different people. And I would feel shit if I couldn't. If I had to pick one out of all of them, I would just be miserable. I would know who I'd pick. But at the same time, that wouldn't work, because if they would make me pick, I wouldn't want to pick them anymore, because that wouldn't be the kind of relationship that I would want to have anymore, right? I just need to get on the fucking pipe already. I'm not normal. I'm the last. Normal is the fucking last thing I am. I'm a special little snowflake and shit. What star am I going for? The last one. Wiggler's red coins. So I want to go into this little hole that is like at the end of this wooden bridge. But once I'm in big mode, I can't find this bridge anymore. I'm an autistic homosexual, so I'm not exactly normal either. Yeah, I'm also autistic, and I have ADHD, and probably also, yeah, definitely borderline. Maybe bipolar, I don't know. I don't care to get it checked out, just so certain people can forever tell me that I don't really have all of these, because I haven't got diagnoses for them, which I think is fucking hilarious. Okay, let's look for the wooden bridge. There it is. Okay, so I want to get off there. Oh, fuck me, man. God fucking damn it.
Mamma mia!
The world today is complicated. I think the world at any point in time is complicated. You know, it's always you grow up in a world and it seems like kind of okay and normal to you, and then it gets more complicated as you get older, and you're like, oh my god, fuck, why is the world so complicated now? And then it gets even more complicated. Like, no matter when you live. That just happens. At some point you grew up as a child and there was no wheel yet, and suddenly somebody invented the wheel and you were like, oh my god, why is everything so goddamn complicated now that there's a fucking wheel? That's just how it goes. I never thought adults had an important reason to do anything. I just assumed I didn't fucking know what the fuck anybody ever did anything for. I didn't assume it was important. What do you mean, parent issues? My parents divorced early. That was fun. It's also why I have attachment issues, I guess. I don't think I can make that. Damn. The trauma dumping. That's exactly the kind of chat I would imagine to have during a Super Mario 64 stream. Yeah, no, I know. It's just like not just you. Like it seems like several people were just suddenly like, yeah, my childhood sucked. I didn't have this. I didn't have that. This sucked. This was fucking garbage. My parents. I wasn't calling you out specifically, Ada. Did you see the substance? Not yet, no. It's on the list. But I saw the menu on the weekend. And a Velvet Buzzsaw, which was fucking funny. Everyone is missing something. What? Yeah, like a reason for existing. What do you mean? Have you ever met anybody who was like complete? That doesn't exist. They wouldn't have any reason to do anything. Yeah, Clumsy, I totally agree. It was good, but not super good, and I liked it too. I wanted a burger. What? Okay, now just hit that fucking tree. I can't hit that fucking tree. So, how do I gotta hit something. Can I just... How do I get out of this? Okay, I did it. Get that. Get out of fucking Mario camera. And now... Oh! Get away from me. Fuck, man! Okay. Now. A cozy little watch? Is that... How was the menu a cozy little watch? People shoot themselves in the head. That's not a cozy little watch. Oh my god, I fucking finally made it. Only took about 1 trillion hours. I think Midsummer is like better the menu. Oh, wanna hear my new favorite Drachenlord song? I have one. It's so fucking good. Cause I'm almost done with the whole thing, right? I now have a new Drachenlord favorite song. Another one. Yup. It's so fucking good. God, it's so good. So first, here's the original. Just the original, like, quote from him. Right? That was turned into a song then.
Ich habe mich einen Tag vorher oder 2 Tage vorher habe ich für Bio musste ich so verschiedene Pflanzen sammeln. Ja, so Hagebuttene.
Okay, that's the quote. And now the song. I fucking love it. I think Hagebuttene is rosebud in English. I didn't know that. It's like a flavor of tea. It's like this specific kind of like plant.
Hagebuttene, Hagebuttene, Hagebuttene.
Hör auf, die Lügen rauszuhauen, Alter. Lügenlord.
Hagebuttene.
Lügenlord.
Hagebuttene. Hagebuttene.
You don't get it? It's just like a funny.
I'm a tiger.
You don't know what queer means? What kind of rock do you live under? Huh? You gotta be trolling. You can't be 21 years old, gay, and not know the word queer. You crazy? You're on the internet. What the fuck? You're not trolling? How? How are you not trolling? How is that possible? Fuck!
Mamma mia!
No, queer is like as popular a word as gay. It's like you're telling me you don't know what homosexual means. That's crazy. It's just an umbrella term for everything, for all things gay. You know? Queer is like our culture. You're gay, you're queer. You're trans, you're queer. You're non-monogamous, you're queer. Like if you're deviating from the gender norm, the sexuality norm in any way, you're queer. It's like a group term, umbrella term for the LGBTQ community. Yes, exactly. It's a very easy way for me to say I'm not a cis hetero person without having to spell out exactly what I am instead. I can just say I'm queer. And people won't go like, oh yeah, what gender exactly? What is your sexuality exactly? Because I'm non-binary. I don't know, like, am I gay now? Or am I pan or bi or fucking what? I don't know, I'm queer. Hagebuttene, Hagebuttene, Hagebuttene. Oh shit, my mood just shifted dramatically. Fuck. I think that was the moment I noticed it's dark outside. How did I do that? Okay, cool. You can call yourself what you want, but like, people aren't, like, for me it's very helpful it's a kind of very non-rude way for me to say, I don't want to fucking explain.
Mamma mia!
It's also very easy for, like, if you have a flyer or a party or something, you can just call it a queer event instead of saying, what, a homosexual event? And then every trans person will be like, oh, am I allowed there? Is it just for, like, gay people? I'm like, straight and trans and stuff like that. All queers welcome. Right, because no homosexual, like no gay man would ever discriminate a gay woman. And ideally, no gay person would ever discriminate a trans person, but I'm sure that's not how that works. But ideally, all queer people would just kind of like help each other. So yeah, sexuality is a pretty small part of your identity. That's interesting. I wish I could also do that, but like life doesn't allow me. Like society doesn't allow me to just kind of ignore my own sexuality. Does that not work? Weird. Nothing. You didn't miss anything. I wonder if I have like fucking multiple personalities or what the goddamn deal is. Nochmal Kuba. Oh. Bye-bye. Oh shit, fuck, man.
Mamma mia! Peggle!
Fuck. I kind of just want to do that star and then go away from this camera and microphone and stop streaming myself to the internet. To just be by myself in my room, read one of my books and watch my videos and have my opinions and thoughts and feelings and keep them to myself, most importantly. Yes. That's what I would like to do. This is just not worth it. I'm just gonna stop right now. I'm just not gonna do this. No. Yes. Last attempt. I don't know. Fuck, man. Okay, 2 hours exactly. We're done. That's it. This was a weird one. Anyway, thank you, I guess. Goodbye. See you another time. Goodbye. Later, alligator. Ja.